In this episode, we're going to quickly go over how to upload files to your server. This is a bit convoluted at first, but not bad once you get the hang of it. To start with, all files are uploaded to somewhere on the server. In general, I've seen people put their uploaded content in a media folder on their server. This is where media root and media URL settings come into place in your settings file. Simply enough, in the settings file, you set the media root to the location on the hard drive of the server where you want files to be uploaded to. We're going to put our files in the media folder on the root of our project. Then we're going to set the media URL to our URL we want to use. In this case, we're going to use /media, and this is where our user's uploaded content will be accessed from. Next, we need to create an upload form. We create a new form class called profile image form, which inherits from our Django form object. In it, we add a single field, which is a file field, and in our HTML, this will output a file selection box for us to choose a file to upload. And this works well for uploading files. But the question is, what if we want to actually save the file and reference it later? We do this by creating a model that also has a file field in it as well. And when we save the file, which we'll do later, it will save the location of the file to the database and actually save the file to the server itself. If you'll notice the upload to kwarg that we're passing in, this is telling Django to save the file in a profile folder, which will be under our media folder that we set earlier, and then do it based on the date. Django parses the string using the strftime function to insert the date. And from here, the file is uploaded to the proper folder, and then the relative location is saved to the database. If you're with me so far, you'll probably notice something a bit odd. We created a form with a file field and model with a file field in it. So the question is, why not create a model-based form instead? And the answer is we can, and we generally should. In this case, I just wanted to show you different ways of dealing with file uploads so you can see a bit more of the moving parts. Now it's time for the view, where the magic happens of uploading the file and saving it. We're going to use a generic class-based view for handling the form, and the only thing we really care about messing with is the form valid method, so most everything that we need for our view is already done for us. First thing we're doing is creating a new profile image object from our model, and we're populating the image field with our image we're posting to our server. Since this is all being done on one line, let's unpack it a little bit. First, we're getting self.getFormKwargs, and this is actually getting all of the kwargs that were passed in during the post. For every post to the server, there is a post and a files dictionary passed in the request. The post dictionary contains form element data, whereas the files dictionary contains binary data for us to work with. We're either going to manipulate or save it. So to get our image, we need to get the files dictionary from our kwargs. And since the name of the field in our form is image, we're getting that data from our files dictionary. And after all that, we're saving the model, which saves the location to the database and at the same time, again, saves the file to the server, and it saves it in the appropriate location. The final bit of the code is just so that we can have a good, simple redirect. We've covered a lot so far, but if you can hang with me, we're almost done. In this template, we have a normal form. We just need to make a minor alteration to it, and that is to add the encode type to multipart/form data. This tells the server on the post that we're potentially uploading data, and this part is actually crucial to add, or you won't be able to get binary data to the server. Finally, let's look at our URLs. This part is simple enough. We're adding an upload URL and using our profile image view class-based view to give us the page for us to access. The only part of this that is a bit out of the norm is that we need to add a static file location to our URL. We do this by adding a call to a static function and giving it a URL, and setting the document root to a location on our server. This lets us do the work in development and use the media as if it were a static file. On our server, though, in production, we would serve things in the media folder like we would any other static file and generally let the web server handle it itself. Alright, it's time for a demo. If you take a look here, we're at the upload page, and let's go ahead and actually upload a file. We're just going to select an image, open. Here it notes what the file is. Submit, and there it does. It actually forwards us to our page. It's the 8th image we've uploaded. You can actually upload another one. And there we go. And we'll hit submit, and we'll forward it to it as well. Go ahead and close this. And let's actually take a look in our media folder. And there we go. We have the two files that we uploaded. And note they're in the media folder of the root of our project inside of profile, and then they're based on the date.